ito pong si Ninya Mabatid, ito po ba nasa radar nyo, Attorney Tansinko? And then sa NBI, kasi ang dami na rin po mga reklamo dito kay Ninya Mabatid. Yung kanyang style ay maghikayat siya ng student visa papunta ng Canada para ma-circumvent niya yung illegal recruitment, anti-illegal recruitment law natin. Labas-masok na to ng ibang bansa, papunta ibang bansa. Hindi natin siya mapipigilan. Pupunta po ng Hong Kong, Dubai. Doon nakakapag-recruit ulit siya ng mga OFWs at naluloko. So patuloy siya nakakapag-recruit. So, ito ba'y nasa radar nyo? Itong si Mabatid, and are you not doing anything na para makipag-coordinate sa NBI o sa DOJ?
Yes, Your Honor. We are closely coordinating with the Department of Migrant Workers on this particular case. But again, we don't have the ground to hold him or hold her because there's no whole departure order issued by the court. But in cases where he recruits passes through immigration, we examine or assess thoroughly the passengers, and sometimes we intercepted some of her recruits. But as for her herself, we don't have the ground to withhold her departure, but we are closely coordinating with the MW, considering that the subject is engaged in illegal recruitment.
Thank you for that answer, Attorney Tansinko. Siguro ito, I can direct my question kay Attorney De Limos ng NBI. I know for a fact na marami na pong mga nagsampa na kaso sa NBI laban dito kay Ninya Mabatid kasi hundreds na ang naloko nito and hundreds of millions of pesos na ang kanyang natangay. Is it true? May na-file na po sa NBI? Ano po nangyari sa kaso ng in-final po sa NBI against Mabatid?
Maraming salamat po, Senator Tulfo, sa suporta na binigay niyo sa NBI. At bilang sagot doon sa inyong tanong tungkol kay Ninya Mabatid, totoo po na may mga natanggap na reklamo sa opisina namin laban kay Mabatid. At itong 6 na folders na sa harapan ko po ngayon at ibibigay ko sa inyong tanggapan, hindi po naging successful ang investigation ng NBI dahil hindi nakapagbigay ng statements itong mga complainants, itong 6 na complainants.
Maybe you can help also the victims, Attorney De Limos, kasi ang modus din itong si Mabatid, yung mga complainant niya, nagka-counter file siya ng complaint against her complainants ng cyber libel, harassment and everything. So yan po siguro isang dahilan kaya yung mga complainant natatakot. Is there any way that the NBI can help the complainants na para hindi na maharas? Kasi ang pagkakalam ko, abogado ata yung husband o partner nitong si Mabatid.
Sa ngayon po, gagawin ng NBI Cebu natin na hanapin itong mga complainants na nasa Cebu at isa-isahin na kumbinsihin na magbigay ng formal statements laban kay Mabatid. Yun lang po ang paraan para ma-file natin sa prosecutor's office ang kaso laban kay Mabatid.
Thank you. O bago ko makalimutan nga pala, Attorney De Limos, I would like to commend Robert Joey Ahero. Tauhan niyo ata ito sa Naga. Patay na yung kaso na buhay niya at nasolve niya. Hindi masolve ng police at nasolve ng NBI. At ito pang si Agent Cedric Kaabay sa Palawan. You know this
Mga
agents?
NBI agents po natin yan, sir.
They're very good. In fact, sumulat ako sa inyo para i-comment on dalawa. So maybe do something for these guys and they did a very good job.
Opo, sir.
Now, sa immigration, meron po akong nabasang article, yung tinatawag na Advanced Passenger Information Service. What it is yung member countries, connected sila sa isa't isa. Now, this will prevent terrorists or criminals from entering any country. So, halimbawa, from point A to point B, nasa point A si undesirable passenger, papuntang point B, dahil nasa AP siya, mapipigilan yung pagpasok niya. So, do we have this kind of technology sa Pilipinas?
Thank you for the question, Your Honor. APIS is the Advanced Passenger Information System, wherein the airlines or the carriers, whether it's by sea or maritime, submits to the immigration an advanced passenger list, so we can already assess if the incoming passenger is eligible for admission. Right now, we don't have that technology, but the implementation is already in process. In fact, our personnel that will handle this project has already completed all their trainings. The equipments are already here. What we are waiting is the signed memorandum of agreement between the government and...
So meron na po tayo nito, ibig sabihin, sir?
It's not yet operational, Your Honor, because we don't have yet the memorandum of agreement between the government of the Philippines and the United Nations. The United Nations is the United Nations Office of Counterterrorism is the one who provided us with the system and the hardwares for the APs. Once we have the memorandum of agreement, we will immediately implement this.
So kailan po kaya nakikita natin na ito po may implement? Kasi para sa akin, this is very important nang sa gayon mapigilan po natin itong mga undesirable na makapasok sa bansa natin, especially mga terrorists. For me, it's very important. Kasama to sa modernization program sana ng immigration. Sa palagay niyo po kailan, sir?
The last development we had or update on this project, Your Honors, is the memorandum authorizing the Secretary of Justice to sign the memorandum agreement is with the Office of the Executive Secretary. Once it is issued, the Secretary will be authorized already to sign the MOA.
Signature na lamang po.
Yes, Your Honor.
Mr. Secretary, very important po yun. Baka pwede niyo po i-follow up kay ES.
Yes, sir.
Pirma na po.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now, isa pa po sa immigration kay Attorney Tansinko, kung matatandaan niyo po sa isang hearing natin, I don't know if this is the right agency, kayo pong right agency na tatuloyin ko rito, yung pong mga special flights, special passengers on a special flight, nagcha-charter ng airplane, mga VIP po ito. Nakikita ko po, in fact, recently I saw it with my own two eyes, a convoy ng mga itim na sasakyan, papunta mismo ng eroplano, pagbaba, puro mga Chinese. And I've learned, and nung last hearing natin, na hindi na sila dumadaan sa regular process na frisking, pati yung kanilang mga bagahe, hindi na chine-check, wala silang frisking, walang checking, tuloy-tuloy na agad doon sa loob ng eroplano. At pagdating doon sa eroplano, yung kayo sa immigration, CIQ ba ang tawag nun? Immigration, quarantine.
Customs, Immigration, and Quarantine.
Okay. Kayo pa mismo pupunta sa kanila versus sila dapat pupunta sa inyo. Pupuntahan nyo sila and then i-check yung kanilang records at ang checking through cellphone lang. Viber, pakicheck nga kung okay itong passport number, etc. At ang suggestion ko kasi noon, dapat magkaroon tayo ng isang processing center na kung saan kahit na VIP sila, ipoprocess sila, ipiprisk sila, tingnan yung mga bagahe nila kasi for all you know, baka mamaya may laho ba tayong sino ba dapat ang mag-implement yan nung sa suggestion ko po? Or has it been implemented already, sir?
Your Honor, after the last hearing on the special flights, meetings were conducted for the establishment of one-stop shop for special flights. And together with the MIA management, the aviation security, the MIA police, immigration, customs, and quarantine, it was spearheaded by then General Manager Cesar Chong of MIA. However, with the dismissal of Mr. Chong, the coordination meetings for this project or for the one-stop shop was stopped. Right now, based on our existing regulation, the handler of the special flights submits to us a notice of arrival together with the manifest of the crew and the passengers of that special flights, and we pre-check whether they are in our derogatory records. Then upon actual departure of arrival, we again conduct another check of the records.
Oo nga po, pero ang ibig sabihin, pwede naman sa pre-checking, isasubmit sa inyo mga pangalan, di ba? Kung sino mga pasahero ng flight na yan. Pwede sila mag-submit ng pangalan na okay, walang derogatory record, pero pagdating po dun sa loob ng aeroplano, switching na. Iba nang palalabasin at gagawa na silang paraan na para no way na sila ay ma-check talagang sila ay hindi dapat bumiyahe. Kasi nga, Mr. Chair, yung sinasabi ko rito is pwedeng pumasok yung sasakyan nito mga VIP. Mga taga-Pogo pa ata ito, minsan yung nakita ko papasok mismo yung kanilang sasakyan, bubuksan yung gate, papasok all the way hanggang sa tarmac, and then akit sa aeroplano, dala-dalang kanilang bagahe, pwedeng lagyan nyo ng drugs, pwede lagyan ng bomba, anything na pwedeng ilagay doon. At kayo sa CIQ, grupo ninyo, kayo pa mismo pupunta doon. So parang binibigyan ng sobrang special treatment mga ito. And to think mga foreigners pa. Samantalang tayo mga Pilipino, dadaan sa butas ng karayom, mga ito, nakakalibre sa proseso. Is there any way na we have to change this ASAP?
We can revive, Your Honor, upon the initiative of the Bureau of Immigration, we can revive the establishment of a one-stop shop and adjust the processing of these passengers of special flights. Instead of at the tarmac, they will be processed also with the regular immigration counters.
Last na naman po, Mr. Chair.